This episode is sponsored by Fizz in Linden.
Fizz is our very favorite place to get sodas, coffees, smoothies, energy drinks, and snacks.
Check out Fizz in Linden today for all of your drinking needs. Okay, welcome back to Senior Sessions. My name is Courtney Clayson, and I have my co-host, Ocean Marshall, of course, and today we have Maverick Jarman.
Hello.
So
Yay!
excited.
Okay, so today we have a, what is it called?
Strawberry splash. It's all sugar-free, because we're healthy like that. Sugar-free vanilla, sugar-free coconut, and then strawberry puree and water.
The coconut, I can kind of taste it in there.
Oh.
So it's like,
Straight out. This is actually kind of good.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I kind of like that, actually. Pretty tasty.
I wish I had a bit more strawberry, but
Yeah.
it might have just been my fault.
She did make it, so
So
I
it
can't
could
lie.
have just been.
Yeah. Okay, Maverick, when and why did you come to Maeser?
Okay, so Grant is the reason I came to Maeser.
Really?
So,
It was all for him.
it was really all for Grant. I love Grant.
We love Grant.
So basically, I moved into my house around like 12 years ago, and Grant was like, he lives like two streets away from me, and so we became like friends really soon. And so when it started, like we started approaching the time for like enrollment for junior high, and my sister went to Canyon View. And she hated it with like a burning passion. She kept talking about how awful all the teachers were and how awful everything was. And she's got like a lot of mental health struggles as well, like our whole family does. And so I was like, I'm not gonna survive if I go to Canyon View. Like,
Yeah.
so I went to their like orientation and everything, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like go to Canyon View, you know. But like Grant was like, oh, I'm going to Maeser, and I was like, oh, what's Maeser?
What is this new place?
And so I was like, this is so interesting. So my mom did like research into it, and she entered me into the lottery, and then like a lot of time passed. Like I said, I went to the orientation, like the thing where you go and like sign up to Canyon View, because we hadn't gotten news back from the lottery yet. But then like a few weeks before school, they're like, surprise, you got into Maeser. And I was
You're
like, oh, exciting. It was
Not the plans that cannot come that fast. I'm so sorry.
The cardigan is not here by then!
It's true. I think it used to be like faster when we were like
Really?
in 7th grade. Or
Okay, that might be
something.
real. But now it
The
takes
Blazer
so
takes-
long.
The blazer literally takes like 3
so
months.
long.
It's
That's
so annoying.
wild.
It's
Oh my
ridiculous.
gosh.
So
Yeah, the
annoying.
ordering. I was so sad seeing all the new Sebbies coming in,
Yeah.
and they're like, teachers are like, don't worry, we'll give you like a week. And they're like, what, my blazer? Well, not my blazer. My cardigan's not supposed to come in like 5. And so, yeah, that's why I went to Maeser, because Grant was like, oh, it's a cool school. And I was like, okay, better than Canyon View, let's go.
I guess I'll go to the cool one,
Yeah,
not the
exactly.
worst one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was really sad though, because I was gonna go to Canyon View with like one of my best friends, and then it was like she was really sad after that. I was like, oh, why did I leave you?
That's so real though.
That's why I met Maeser, and then I stayed through the pure determination that I would not be called a failure if I dropped out.
That's so
That's
real.
funny. Wait, so do you have like a first impression? Like, do you remember the first time you saw or came into Maeser?
I was like, this place is so fancy. It was like, and it was like so much smaller than my old school, because elementary schools are huge.
What elementary
know?
school did you go to?
Foothill
Oh,
Elementary.
okay.
It's pretty big. There was like, the thing is, there was 600 kids in that one as well. And so going from like 600 kids to like 600 kids still.
Kids again.
It was like, even though the school was bigger, it was like, this Maeser was like so much like littler, because there's like tiny hallways. And I was like, whoa, this place is so fancy. And then like the thing I remember vividly is at lunchtime when they're like, oh yeah, and if you ask a teacher, you can eat in their room. And I'm like, what? You can eat other places than the cafeteria?
It's not big enough. It cannot house everyone.
it cannot. Even if we wanted to, it would not all be in
It's
the
just too
cafeteria.
small. There's not enough tables. And so
Yeah.
I was just like that. I remember that was one of the biggest things. I was just so excited. I was like, oh my goodness, like, woohoo. Oh wait, before we go, I have to remind, okay, so my mom is picking me up. What time should I tell her to pick me up?
Oh, what time is it right now?
10:24.
10:40?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Sorry. I
Yeah,
just
No,
like,
yeah, you're good. Okay. Do you have like a certain teacher that has been like your role model throughout?
oh, that's so
Maeser?
hard. I have a few teachers. I know I've always looked up to like Ms. and Gerber and like Dowdle. They've been like some of my like the 3 people who I'm like, especially Dowdle because I'm friends with Peter, right? And so I see Mr. Dowdle like outside of school sometimes.
In the wild.
You know, in the wild. It's pretty funny. Sometimes he'll yell at me and be like, "Get your blazer on." I'm like, "Oh no, I forgot my blazer. Wait a minute." Like, and
That's
so
funny.
they're like teachers who like have always like been there for me when like, especially after like, you know, coming out and stuff. They're always they're very like supportive of me, and it's like just been one of those things where I'm just like, oh
Yeah.
That's so important to have.
For sure.
And then like this year, Mr. Glenn as well, who's been really cool, and like lots of teachers. I also really liked, I think it was Mrs. Hanson, I think. Science.
Yeah,
I really
science.
loved her. She was awesome.
Yeah.
Mr. Ensign as well. Science teachers are always just so cool for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
I also love Mr. Kreitzer. I love all the teachers, honestly.
Yeah, genuinely.
so
There are
real.
so many good teachers
Yeah.
at Maeser.
I can't even remember how many teachers I've had. Like, all of my teachers were just so good. Mrs. Wagner helped me a lot last year when I was like sick half the year, and I still passed math somehow.
Somehow. Only to her.
Really. It's true. It was just so many good teachers that I'm just like, I can't name them all because I probably can't remember them all off the top of my head just because I just have a horrible memory.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so you're doing drama. You are in Lost Boys. So exciting. So how did you get into drama?
So drama. I think it was also Grant.
Of course,
Grant is really leading your life.
I know, it's because I'm always such like, I've been since I was a kid. I've always been like a very like anxious, shy, like rule follower kid who's always just like, I will stick within my bounds and I will just follow the rules and never do anything because I'm anxious about it and stuff. But like Grant, I remember he talked about like drama. He's like, oh, you like drama, you know? And then I remember just like joining a drama class in like 7th grade and then just doing it for the rest of forever because it was so fun.
Okay, I guess this is my thing now.
Exactly. I've always loved singing and I've always loved just like performing and stuff. And so that mixed with like the encouragement from like my friends got me into like theater, and I just love it so much.
Yeah, for sure. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. And tell everyone what you play in Lost Boy.
Oh, in Lost Boy, I am Jamie, who is like a 6-year-old kid.
Iconic.
It's pretty great.
We all wish we
It's
were.
pretty great.
We all wish we were 6 when we were playing.
Yeah,
So just why am I not 6 years old right now?
So real. So I'm him, and then I'm also a fairy and a merman and a lost boy, and then also I'm
Dang.
I'm also
That's so
like,
many.
yeah, and then I'm also like in a bar scene, and then I'm one of like the townspeople at the beginning and the end. So it's like ensemble's got a lot of work.
How many costumes do you have?
Let's see. Okay, so the JV one that counts for the bar scene and the beginning and the end.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then I have just like the fairy one, the merman one, and the lost boy one. So that's like 4 costumes.
Which is low-key a lot.
Not
gonna lie.
It's a lot of stuff to like
Keep track of.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you gotta keep track of like the strange little shoes we get. They're like ballet shoes, but like they've got like heels up.
Oh,
it's keep
an eye out for those ones.
Yeah. it's really weird. They're also like tan, so they're like.
Oh, okay.
Sure. It's pretty weird. I don't think I like them very much. They're kind of uncomfortable,
okay.
But yeah, there's like a lot of. We have to do a lot of work for them.
Yeah.
A lot of rehearsal. I have no time for them.
That's so rough.
That's funny.
Okay, so you're also a singer.
Yes.
Right? So, yeah, because I remember one time in the talent show, you like, wrote a song and sang. So have you always, like, sang?
Yeah, so, okay, back to elementary school, I guess. I did choir for 6 years in elementary school. Yeah, so it was
cool.
like
6 years.
It was
the whole time. Your entire
like
career.
yeah, exactly. Because I haven't taken any singing lessons or anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just like I'm just like going off of like practice and like my choir in 6 years of choir in elementary school. Like, and so I don't know what they did to teach us, but I've got like a crazy diaphragm now. Like,
that's nice.
Iconic.
It's pretty great.
Slay for the 3rd grade teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing that.
Exactly. It's pretty great. It's like just I've always just loved singing since I was like a kid. I have like a recording of like me and my sister singing because she loved to sing as well. She loves singing, not loved. Like,
yeah, she's still alive.
Yeah, she is. But she loves singing, and when we were kids, I have like this recording of like us singing like When Christmas Comes to Town from like the Polar Express. And like I'm off key the entire time.
Oh, no.
It's so funny. I sound so cute because I'm just a little kid, but the whole time it's like.
It's like now it wouldn't be cute, but because I was little, it was really cute.
Yeah, like if I mess up now, I just look at it and go, I'm tone deaf. I can't even.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's so fun. And then performing in the talent show for like 2 years, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it again because I don't think I can compete this year. Or like, because last year I didn't have to compete for anything, but this year there's like lots of people who are like, oh, I'm gonna do the talent show. I'm like, I can't do it.
You can do it. You're good. I believe in you. So, do you like write songs?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Thank you. I don't write as many as I used to, but like writing is one of my favorite things. So like if I'm just like feeling a lot of things, I just do a lot of writing songs.
That's really cool.
I just have a ukulele though, so it like
hey, that's what we did for poetry.
Yeah,
That's just one of those.
Exactly. Except for they're so repetitive that I
No.
don't think it would be like he's like
Yeah.
reading through it. He's like, wait, this is a chorus. Like,
You're like, hold on. You already wrote this one. Here's the bridge.
It would be so funny.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so are you? I don't know why I said are you? You're into art.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
Yes.
So do you do like what's like your favorite medium?
Oh, that's so difficult. Oh, it's so hard because okay. So I think my favorite medium is probably fine liners and paper because I like to do a lot of like pen drawings, you know, in my sketchbook and stuff. But my favorite ones to do are like fine liners, the colored ones, the colored fine liners. And so I'll do like the layers of them, and I'll just like start with like a very like a light color, and then do a sketch outline, and then add upon it with like. So it's like coloring in grayscale, but with the colors.
So cool.
Thank you. And then I'll have to show you sometime.
Yeah, you should.
They're pretty fun. I might have pictures on my phone. I'm not sure, but but it's really it's my favorite. One of my favorite mediums is just like good old pen and paper.
That's so, and it's also like so like freeing because I feel like when you have like a heavier medium like oil paint or something, it's a little bit more like pressure when you're doing it. I feel like,
especially because like
pen,
oil
it's
paint, because pen is cheap. Pen is cheap. Paper is pretty cheap. Oil paint costs a lot of money.
Yeah, so
takes
true,
a lot of
sure.
time to dry.
Sure.
So it's like if oil paint, it's like a whole investment. But like pen and paper is just like I messed up, so I'll try again.
Yeah, literally.
Which is so nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Exactly.
Okay, awesome. Do you have a crazy Maeser story?
Okay, so I do. I was thinking about this, and it's one of my favorite stories to tell is the time I watched. Do you guys know Mr. Cahoon?
Yes.
He was our drama teacher last
We
year.
never know. We've never met him
I've
personally.
heard his
but
name.
we've
So
heard of him.
he's the drama teacher from last year.
Right.
I watched him fall off a ladder. So
Why was he falling off a ladder?
okay, so we were in the prop closet, and he was like up in the ceiling because he was trying to make like rows where we could like hang the costumes. In the ceiling, you know. And so he has my phone with him, and he's got it like. Because it's a flashlight, you know? He needs my phone for the flashlight. So he's up there. I'm building a shelf on the ground. Because I think I'm, like, making up an NG or something. Or I just had to come in early. And so all of a sudden, like, I look over and he falls off the ladder. And my phone is in the ceiling. This will make sense a little bit later why I mentioned this. But so he's on the ground and I'm like, okay, I'll go run to the office to get some help. So I run to the office. And the first thing I say is, like, I'm in need of assistance.
Do something like that. Like, I'm in need of assistance.
Oh, it was like the most robotic. Like this is what your teachers tell you to say to people, and I was just like, I need help. Somebody fell. Like it was like, and so I get like Ms. Ellis to come, and she like looks at him and she asks like, do you want us to call an ambulance? And he's like, yes, but like
an ambulance.
Yeah, because his leg hurt. Like his leg doesn't hurt because he's got like nerve damage, I think, in his leg from before.
Yeah.
But like
but he could feel it.
He might have been able to. I don't think he could, but he could see it. He could
Oh,
see it, and
okay.
I didn't see it because I didn't want to. But
Actually,
so I
let me get my phone. Actually,
yeah. So I went out onto the grass outside of like You know, the room that leads out the drama room.
Right. Yeah.
I was out on the grass, and they like get him onto like a stretcher and stuff, like bring him to the like ambulance or whatever.
That's crazy.
And while I'm on the grass, I can't remember if it was like Mr. Simmons or somebody else. I know Mr. Simmons came up to me at one point. Somebody comes up to me and I'm like, I think they're gonna tell me how he's doing, right? But they look at me and they go, "Don't worry, we'll get your phone out of the ceiling." I'm like, I just watched my teacher fall off of a ladder.
Bro, he's literally in an ambulance.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine.
I'm fine. My phone is fine. I don't care if
I
it
don't
dies
need to
up
watch
there.
Instagram Reels right now.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And then so I just like, and it happened at least twice, like with two different people. Like they're like, "Don't worry, your phone will be fine. It's okay." I'm like, my phone didn't fall off a ladder.
My phone is honestly safer than he is.
Exactly.
Like, please.
I was like, I don't really care. It's just, what? What?
That's
They're
so
like, after
funny.
the EMTs leave, look at your phone. I'm like,
Okay, like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and so I
funny.
just go wait in the choir room for a while, and I'm just like, that's probably my craziest Maeser story.
That's a crazy story.
That is crazy.
I've never heard that one either. Like, I feel like I would have heard that one by now, but no.
It's one of my favorite stories to tell because there's just like the fact that he fell off the ladder, and the fact that I just went to the office and was like, I need assistance. And then the fact that they're just like, your phone will be okay.
Tell me how Mr. Coon is.
And he
Is
just
okay?
fell off a ladder. He just said he could see his broken bone. Like, I'm like,
God.
and now you're just my phone.
Genuinely.
That is crazy. Okay.
I have like other stories that don't have to do with Maeser around that time as well. Like my neighbor's house burned down,
Oh.
and it was arson.
What?
If you want, I can tell that story too.
Yes.
Okay, so I woke up. It's 4 a.m, and I just hear like chainsaw noises. And my little sibling goes, "Maverick, did you hear that?" And I'm like, "Well, it's probably just somebody being up late at night, because I get grumpy when I'm sleepy." So,
That's
so to my sibling, I said like, "Well, we could probably call the cops on them for disturbing the peace, because it's 4 a.m." That's what I said because I was so tired and grumpy.
Yeah.
And then I look out the window and I see red light. And I'm like, "Oh, that's weird." So it's like the neighbor's house diagonal from our house.
Yeah, sure.
And so I look out the window and I just see this fire outside, and there's like a fireman like chopping down like part of the tree because part of the tree is getting on fire. And so I run downstairs, and my brother is filming it on his phone out of our window, like out of our front window. He's just filming it. I'm like, "Dude, did you tell mom and dad?" And he goes, "No."
Bro.
And I'm like, "Why didn't you?" So I run downstairs to tell mom and dad, and I go down there, and I'm like, "Okay, mom, dad." And then my brother goes, "Guess what, guys? Our neighbor's house is on fire." And I'm like,
Bro, he's genuinely like making a YouTube video.
I know. And then, okay, so, and then
You're good.
he goes outside and jumps on the trampoline for POV rights. So he can say POV jumping on the trampoline while my neighbor's house burns down.
I'm not gonna lie.
That is crazy.
I'm probably like that TikTok. I can't. I'm like,
It was wild. And so turns out it was our neighbor's like son, and he's like schizophrenic, and they were trying to get him mental health help beforehand, but the courts like denied it or something, and so he came and tried to kill his dad by burning down the house. And so it was like
Crazy.
I just have like a horrible like fear of waking up to like red lights outside and being like, "No, not again."
that was also traumatizing.
Yeah, it was awful. It was
That
like,
is crazy.
and then after his house burned down, he just like, moved away. I think thankfully they got the insurance money
Oh, good.
because, but oh my gosh, okay. So,
I feel like you could convince the courts after
yeah,
that.
yeah, and so
really?
I was looking at the article, and I was showing Mr. Dowdle the article, and there was an ad at the bottom of it that just said "hottest deals of the summer." And
Not
so
the hottest!
so I have a picture of like this of the thing that says like "man burns down Orem house" or whatever, and then on the bottom it just says "hottest deals of the summer."
This is not the
This is
hottest
not a deal. This is not a deal.
It's not.
It's the best screenshot, but the saddest
Oh.
screenshot I've ever seen.
Oh my
Crazy.
gosh, that's wild.
Wow.
That happened really close, I think, to either like a year apart or like weeks apart. I can't remember which one.
Real? You're like,
But
it
so
was in
those
the
two
same
stories,
season.
yeah, they were like craziest finals week ever, I guess. Like,
Yeah, for real. That is crazy.
Gosh.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Next question. Do you have any plans for after high school?
oh yeah, I'm planning on going to UVU. My dad works there, so I get like free everything.
Oh, that's so
Oh, I
nice.
love that.
And so I also live like 10 minutes away, and I can
Oh,
take
yeah.
the bus. And
That's so
it's like,
nice.
so it's like easy. I'm planning on taking like some like life classes first, maybe like some like cooking classes or something first. Just to get used to like adult life, I guess.
Adulting.
Because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Real.
That's so
Real.
valid. That's so valid.
So that's probably just what I'll do. Just like go there and just like enjoy the fact that I don't have to pay a lot of college stuff.
Yeah.
Take
That's
advantage
so,
of that.
that's so
100%.
nice. Yeah.
Okay, do you have any advice for your younger self?
That's a hard one because it's like I have so much advice for my younger self.
Also, like, yeah.
Like I think some of the biggest ones is just like be true to yourself. Like it doesn't matter. Like you don't need people's praise as much as you think you do. Like because when I was a kid, I always lived off of just like making everybody else happy.
Yeah.
But like when I got older, I'm just like, you can also be happy, tiny child. It's okay.
Yeah,
Like,
it's okay.
And so I think probably just like you can be happy. You're not responsible for anybody else's happiness. Is like the biggest one. It's like just relax as well. Just like
Yeah.
just like chill, bro.
Chill out
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
Because like even now I'm still like a very anxious person. When I was a kid, it was even worse. And so it's like just like enjoy the ride, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
For sure. That's great.
Excuse me. Okay. Next one. Proudest moment at Maeser.
Oh my gosh, that's a hard one. I think. Oh, that's hard. I don't know how many proud moments I have.
You're good.
I think like. Okay, so I think one of my proudest moments is I didn't take an art class except for in 7th grade up until like last year. So my proudest moment is when, because I took 2 like art winterims I think before.
Oh, gotcha.
But my proudest moment is when Mrs. Foss asked me to be in 2D art, like AP 2D art.
Ooh.
And I was like, you asked me to be part of this? That's so sweet! Like,
So were you in that last year then?
yeah.
Oh, that's
It
so
was,
cool.
it was really fun. It's like, it's one of my proudest moments is probably her just being like, and you can do this. And I'm like, I didn't take any art classes. Wow.
You still want me?
Oh,
Yeah.
exactly. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, that makes me so happy.
I love
Yeah.
that.
There's like a lot of things like that where it's just like little things. It's like,
Yeah.
I think also another proud moment is when I got like cast as like one of the muses for Xanadu. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. Xanadu was such a fun production.
Yeah.
Like, just like running around on stage with all of my friends and stuff. It was
For
like,
sure.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that.
cool.
Okay, what are you excited for senior year and beyond?
I think this year I'm excited for like the musical. I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm excited for it though. I think I'm most excited for all the drama things that are gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure.
But also I think I'm excited for graduation as well. I'm so
That's
ready for
valid.
graduation.
Yeah.
I'm just so tired all the time. Like,
Maybe you like sleep in
yeah,
for
exactly.
a day and that'll be it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think I'm also just like I'm excited for Socratic continuing. You
Yeah.
know, I'm excited for presenting my senior capstone project.
For sure.
I'm like,
What's your capstone?
okay, so for my capstone project, so it's basically I'm crocheting a bunch of little stuffed animals to donate to like foster children or homeless children or like maybe children in the
Ooh.
hospital and stuff.
That's cool.
Because
really
I've got
cool.
like, thank you. I've got like my little guy, like I have him.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Literally from like
Yeah.
a long time ago. I don't know.
So old. He's like so raggedy and stuff, but he like helps me a lot with my anxiety, and I want like little kids to have that opportunity to have like a little stuffed animal to care for them, and I want them to know that like number one, they deserve nice things because usually like handmade things are not something that like a lot of people get, and they're considered more expensive or more valuable. And so I want to like donate handmade things that look nice so that like the kids know that they deserve good things, that they deserve love, that they they like deserve stuff, and so I'm really excited for like.
That's really cool.
That's really
Thank you,
cool.
thank you. I just like it's really hard though because yarn is expensive.
Yeah,
But,
sorry. Please.
So I might start selling some of them,
Yeah.
but I don't know because so much work already. But,
Yeah.
but like I'm excited to work on like presenting that. I am not excited for all the essays though.
Yeah.
Real.
Mhm.
So real.
But like so just excited to see where the year takes me. Excited to graduate with like college math finished. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. That's awesome.
Perfect. Well, thanks for coming on, Maverick.
Thanks
It was
for
so much
letting
fun
me.
to talk
Thank
to
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next time on Senior Sessions.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Senior Sessions. Remember to get your favorite drink at Fizz in Linden today.